Good morning, Cody Sperber, the Clever Investor here. Super excited to have a pretty important, candid conversation with you guys. First off, good morning. It's great to see you guys popping on. I made a commitment that from here on out, I am going to consistently be sharing some wisdom and knowledge and advice with you guys, from everything from mindset to success training to my personal life to how to crush it as a real estate investor. I've been doing this on Periscope and Instagram for a long time, but now it's my time to pivot and make you guys a major priority. So first off, if you're brand new to any of my live feeds, I just want to let you know that I appreciate you being here. The more interactive these kind of conversations are, the more value I'm going to bring to the table. Now, with that said, the way I know that I'm streaming live is those little hearts and thumbs ups and stuff like that. So that lets me know that this feed is going through nice and strong, and you guys can hear me and see me good. So keep those coming. It motivates me. All right, with that said, I want to have a candid conversation with you guys about something that I think is extremely, extremely important if you want to be successful. What's going on, Jose? Thank you, man. You have a blessed day too. What's up, Jules? What's up, Laura? All right, so check this out. I'm just gonna jump right in. When I see people on social media saying things like, you're materialistic, you're greedy, you're selfish, you're all of these negative things that give the impression that if you want any luxury items in life, if you dream about having the Lamborghinis, you know, the Teslas, the Range Rovers, the multi-million-dollar houses, if you want those things, then you're greedy, you're materialistic, you're selfish. Well, I'm calling BS. I'm calling BS right now, because I absolutely believe with every ounce of me that it's perfectly okay for somebody to dream big, to want to have nice things in their life, to set huge goals, to say to themselves, one day I'm gonna have a freaking yacht and I'm gonna invite my boss onto my yacht and I'm gonna fire my boss on my yacht. I think it's perfectly okay to say, you know what? I wanna go 150 miles an hour down the racetrack in my Lamborghini, in my spaceship. I think it's perfectly okay to say, you know what? I don't wanna wait in Southwest line anymore. I wanna get right onto my private jet. I think it's absolutely okay. Now here's the caveat. And this is probably the most important conversation you can have with yourself and then with your kids. Because if you're economically challenged, let me just ask you something. If you're economically challenged, how are you going to help other people? I mean, seriously, think about it. One of the best conversations my mentor ever had with me is he gave me the analogy of the airplane, and he says, you know, what does the stewardess say in case of emergency? The mask will drop down when cabin pressure is lost. Put the mask on yourself and then help those around you. This is the same thing in life and in business. If you are economically challenged and you have a negative relationship with money and you're Mr. or Mrs. Nobility, or you're sitting on social media telling people you're materialistic, you're selfish, life is more than money, then I'm telling you right now, you have a broken relationship with money. You have a negative relationship with money, and you need to shift that mindset right away. Don't make money your God, but appreciate what money could do for you. Teach yourself and your kids and your family the value of what money can do for you, because it's not the money, it's the end game. We all have a so in our life. I want to make money so I can help more people. I want to help money so I can start a charity. I want to have money so I can pay for my kids to go to the best school or eat the best organic food, or so I can retire my parents, or so I can quit my job and spend more time with those that I love. So you got to have the right relationship with money. You can't make money your God, but you can have a very positive relationship with money, and you could set big goals and dream big. And you know, my mentor used to drive into my head this concept of working hard by setting big goals, working really hard to achieve them, and then celebrating the little breakthroughs and the little wins along the way. Because when you get into the habit of celebration, you start to have a really positive relationship with your successes. Versus always feeling like, oh man, I need more. I have to do more. What's up, Maddie Lights? So I just wanted to come to you guys today and say, if somebody else on social media comes to you and starts talking bad about your relationship with money, I'm telling you right now, set the record straight with them and just let them know, look, it's not about the money, it's about my soul. Because someday I'm going to do big things with this money. I'm going to cut a check to solve more problems in my life. And when you have the ability to cut that check, I'm telling you, you're going to feel more progress, you're going to feel more happiness, you're going to feel more self-control. You're going to feel like your integrity as a man or a woman, that you can provide for yourself and for your family. Your whole mindset's going to change. And I'm telling you, I've been at every level of success. I had negative $35,000 when I first started in real estate. I had credit card debt because I went around to every seminar and I bought every course and every book and tape and boot camp that I could frickin' buy. And I went into massive debt because I had a dream that one day I was going to drive the spaceship. I had a dream that one day I was going to provide for my family the best that I can. And I was relentless. I was a freaking maniac. I made success an obligation. And I am no more qualified than you. I am no more qualified than you to get to where you want to go. I'm telling you, you can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. All right? I was a C&D student in school. It is absolutely possible for you to be successful in whatever field you're at. I had to work hard. I had to sacrifice a lot. I see my students doing it every single day. I'm so proud to be part of their investing journey because I see the sacrifices they're making. I see the hard work they're putting in. But I've been at every level of success. I've been where you are, and I'm at where you want to go. And I'm telling you right now, you're absolutely qualified. What's up, Carlos? What's up, Greg? What's up, Jeremy? You have to have the frequency level of your goal. Feel, act like you already have it. That's right. You know, the materialistic things, they don't provide the happiness that you think they're going to provide. You kind of get over it pretty quickly, but I'm telling you, it feels good when you accomplish big things. I set a goal. That I was going to drive a Lamborghini. I had this poster on my wall when I was a little kid. And I set a goal, and I said to myself, you know what? I'm going to be successful someday, and I'm going to drive that car. My dad was a big Corvette guy, and I always wanted a Lamborghini. I loved fast cars. I love racing. I love driving around with my car friends and talking cars and reading about cars and everything cars, right? I'm a big car guy. But you know what? You know how I earned that? I flipped a house. I set a goal, and I said to myself, I'm going to flip some houses until I can afford a freaking Lamborghini. And I just set the goal. You know, people, when I first pulled up, people were like, they didn't react the way I thought they would. I thought they'd be proud and happy and excited for me. But it was actually the opposite. They were instantly like, taken aback. Like, why would you waste your money on this? God, what are people going to think of you when you're so pompous? And what are you? You've changed, man. What are you, rich? You're the rich asshole that drives around in this fancy Lamborghini? But I'm telling you right now, the more I stayed consistent with putting my dreams out there, the more I came around, all my friends and family came around. And before you know it, they're all wanting rides and they want to support. Now they're dreaming about having Lamborghinis and cool stuff and living in the nice house. And they started to change their perception in relationship with money. I set the standard. I set the example, and you need to too in your life. Don't be afraid what other people think of you. I also like efficiency. I think the more efficient I can be, the better I can be. So I went and got me a Tesla because I wanted to drive in the HOV lane. I didn't want to stop for gas anymore. I don't want my wife driving around in a minivan. I want her to feel good. When you got kids, you know you're a taxi driver. You know every single day you're out there driving people around to practice and cheer and soccer. I want my wife feeling good when she's driving around. I want her excited. That's it. So I'm not showing you this stuff to brag. I'm showing you set the standard. Step your game up and set the standard. This is my newest one, by the way. This is what I'm most excited over. I cannot wait to get this bad boy out. Go rock some mountain trails. Just put the light bar up on there, which has this killer stereo system. I cannot wait. All right, so let me ask you guys a question. What do you guys think of this conversation? Did you like it? Let me see the little thumbs up. Will you answer for this? Can somebody in a wheelchair do this? Absolutely. What do you mean, can somebody in a wheelchair do this? Absolutely. Absolutely you can. You're more than qualified. I know I have students right now where English is not their first, not their second, but their third language. Doing well. Kicking butt. You see, it's all a mindset thing. The reality is, you control you. Nobody else. You cannot control the weather. You can't control the politicians. You can't control the laws. You can't control what the level of prices are out there. You can't control anything, but you can control this. So change your tape, change your story, and use the fact that you're in a wheelchair as a major advantage. Make it part of your story. Make it part of your pitch. Make it how you sell yourself to the world. I love it. Do you teach rehabbing also? Absolutely, Glenn. I mean, the way I think about real estate investing, and I'm going to cut this conversation short here in a minute, but the way I think about real estate investing is real simple. My job is to market, right? Generate leads. As many leads as I possibly can. So every way I possibly can, I market. You know, Barbara Corcoran was very, very nice to me, and she called me the king of lead generation for a reason. And it's because I believe your job as an investor really is to be a marketer. You need to put your message out there in every way you possibly can, on social media, through video, through email, through text messages, through voicemail messages. You got to do bandit signs and direct mail. You got to do, bird dogs and networking. You got to do, cold call. I mean, every way you possibly can, market your business. Tell all your friends and family, constantly put it out there, be bold. And when the leads come in, you need to have the tools and capabilities to be able to analyze the deal, figure out which profit centers are hidden within the deal, and make a decision how you're going to maximize your profits with every lead. That's how I think about real estate investing. One day, I'm like, you know what? I don't want this deal. I'm going to wholesale it out to somebody. Next day, I'm like, dude, this is a home run. And the only leads I rehab in today's market are my home runs. I don't speculate rehabs because you can get stuck into a bad deal pretty quickly. Prices can go out of control. The rehab could take longer than expected, and Donald Trump can start a nuclear war with frickin' Korea for all I know. So I don't want to be stuck into a deal for any length of time unless I know I bought it absolutely right. All right? And I can move it quickly. I look at days on market and I make sure I can move the deal quickly after it's done. Now, with that said, I wholesale some. I rehab my best deals, and I keep some of my best deals. Because if you're not keeping some and building long-term wealth, you're going to be stuck in a job for the rest of your life. It's a high-paying job. Real estate's a high-paying job, but you're going to be stuck. So you've got to think 7 years ago from now, how am I going to fire myself? You know, and there's only 2 ways to get rich. That's it. 2 ways. What's up, Sonny? Way number 1 is to start a business, grow the business, and sell the business. Way number 2 is to invest your way to wealth. That's it. Actually, there's 3 ways. You can inherit the money. I guess that way works too. Nobody gave me shit, so I don't think that's happening anytime soon for Cody Sperber. All right, listen, guys, I gotta go. I'm gonna go make breakfast for the fam. I really am excited to be consistently talking to you guys. If you like this message right now, put in the comments that you like the message and what it is you took away from this conversation. What are you going to do moving forward? You're going to have a good relationship with money? You're going to start thinking of success as an obligation? Are you going to start showing leadership and telling the people around you and sharing your vision of what you want? Are you going to be bold and push the envelope and dream big and make it okay to have nice things? Are you going to work hard to get them? What are you willing to sacrifice to get it? All right, I got to go. Love you guys. Take care. Come here. Cody Sperber, Clever Investor. Signing off. Peace.